my cutting scissors and I just snip the grass flat. Drives me nuts.
Well, there's a lot of people that, and I didn't think about that until I actually moved to Florida, because we had 5 acres up in the Carolinas, and I get that with the gas-powered, weed eater, and out there all day long.
The manly machine.
Or the, extension cord that comes out. And so when we moved to Florida, I've got, my little small space, and, you just don't need the big powered of a corded weed eater or a gas-powered one. And so this is battery-powered. What it is a handheld, lightweight weed eater. And it's got a safety switch on the front that I won't show you, Kelly. You just push this down up here. And it's great because I had a little child over yesterday, and I was talking to her husband, and I didn't realize it. And she picked it up, and I was like, oh. Then I realized you have to press this to press that, and that's what turns it on.
Okay.
And what it is it has a blade with it. It's a permanent blade, and what you do is when it wears down, it's got 2 additional blades inside. I'll show you in a minute. And it literally does a great job of cutting. I'm going to give this to you, and I'm going to take the other 2. And basically just press the top, and literally what you've got is cutting my lawn. When you've got an area that you need to cut, just makes a mess out of everything.
Yeehaw! Cutting the grass. Oh, how cool is that?
And don't forget, let me show you one of the other things that's nice about this. I'll come out here in the front.
Okay.
On the front of it, you can turn this. What you have is the ability to turn that. And what that means is that, okay, say I wanted to trim this and give this a nice edge, I can do this. And just give it a nice little edge. I can do some edging if I need to, and then turn it this way.
I like this because it's not about a huge amount of space. It's about those little manicure areas that drive us nuts. If you're a gardener, we all like everything straight and manicured and pristine. But if you don't have a big area to worry about, this is perfect, absolutely perfect. Especially like when the gardeners come along and they don't get that 2-foot space in front of my area of the world. This one takes care of it easily and quickly, and I'm not investing a lot of money in this. Do you see how fast this goes?
I know, we're going to have this whole thing done.
We won't have anything else to demo.
Hang on a second. I'm glad it's finally showing it, because this is actually my front yard. I actually dug it up.
We'll take it home and plant it.
I know, I'm going to. Let me show you what it is. It's the batteries do come with this. It's basically AA batteries, and it's 6 AA batteries. And when you take this out, it goes in the handle. When you take it out, there's your replacement blades. You have actually 2 replacement blades. It comes with 1, and then you have 2 extra ones that have their little storage compartment right down in here. And then these you can actually even use rechargeable batteries. These come with batteries. They're not rechargeable, but you can put a rechargeable battery in it and be fine. And just slide it back in just like that and put your cap on. And it only goes on one way. It's designed so you really can't goof it up. And then, like I said, it's got the safety switch on top. Hit there, and then you can do it as an edger.
Okay.
And one of the nice things about it, it is so light. I mean, it's so very lightweight.
It is so simple. I mean, my hairdryer weighs more than this.
And it can do a rather big job. I mean, this is 24 inches by 24 inches of some of the toughest grass there is in the nation.
Oh, yeah.
St. Augustine grass, and you can see it does a great job.
It's not carrot grass.
No,
It'll even get the thicker. It'll get the thicker of the cuts too. So
well, I mean, it's designed for if you have an island area where you have some plants, some delicate flowers and stuff, and then it needs some detail work. This is good for that. If you have a sidewalk, not a very long one, but you'd like to do some edging on it, every now and then when they come, like you say, when they come by and they just want to, do a quick job and they never did dig at the edge. You doing that little edging?
I'm getting it.
Getting it.
Woo!
I'm an edge with you.
Whoop. There we go.
And you just go at it, and it's
fast
it automatically stops. It gets a hold of something that it's like, oh man, that's a little big for me.
But you know what? I like that. It's a great safety feature on that.
Well, you don't want to do this at home, but I'll show you. I'll show you. Now, this I can put my hand right there, and it's not going to cut my hand. It's a blade that's designed to cut grass. So if an accident like that does happen, you're not looking for the Band-Aids and the bandages and the stitches. But it does give you the ability to cut the grass nicely. It's designed to stop if it runs into something like a finger or something.
Too heavy for it.
Good job.
Yeah.
We'll get a little edging going here.
I really like this. This is exactly something that I would love to have. It's powerful. I mean, my goodness, this is about the only part of my little world in my townhome that drives me nuts. A good 2 feet, and just about, if you doubled this, if you cut it in half and doubled it, that's just about how much space I have. And it, just Something for $14.95 can bring so much,
I know.
you know,
Joy to your life.
Joy
You
to
never
my
thought
life.
a weed eater
A
would bring joy
weed
to your
eater.
life.
This is just really cool. It's lightweight and it's just really fun. And at $14.95, it gets the job done. It's fun, it's pretty, it's colorful from a girl standpoint, but it gets the job done.
Yeah, well, that's the whole thing. I mean, it's nice and it's lightweight. I mean, this is something that, you know, I look at, and I never thought I would appreciate, you know, because I was like, you know, it's not gas powered or electric powered, but I did when I moved down to Florida, and you know, it's just such a hassle. I have an electric one that's, you know, rather big that I brought from my other house, and it was just such a hassle to haul it out.
Yeah.
When I got into this line, I was like, this is ideal, this is great.
Yeah.
And you know, my wife likes it. You know, she really loved it simply because, you know, she's got that island out there and she's got all the pretty flowers. And in fact, that last time was her plumbago, and I got to make sure I get that back.
Go run it home and replant this grass, dude, before she wakes up.
No, but the thing is that it does a great job in and around those areas, and it does a great job for, you know, the sidewalk areas and the areas in your home where you do have the flower beds that a big weed eater would just go in and just destroy it. I mean, her biggest thing with me is you destroy things. You know, you trim things too much, you take it down too much, or you got into my flowers.
Yeah.
So this gives you the ability to do a lot of detail work, and that's what's nice. It can do the bigger jobs. Like you can see, we cut all this grass here, and we made a mess out of this table for sure.
A mess out of us.
Yeah, I mean,
grass
look
all
at
over.
this. Sorry, killed it. You probably got a couple more hours.
All right. No, I'm going home and
Anyways,
cutting grass.
And what's nice about this is that when it's time to change the blade, if the blade does
wear down,
you basically just take it and give it a twist. It's got a locking point to it right there. Just give it a twist, and then you just take your blade right off just like that. And then it comes with 2 additional blades that you put back into it, and then lock them in like that. I'm sorry about the grass. Look at grass all over us.
Grass all over us. Hey, but you know, I was thinking, so many of us have just cobblestone steps, or just those, I don't know what they're called, those square, they're made out of, you know.
Like they're cobblestone steps,
Cobbles or whatever.
or you know, they're just stepping stones that are made out of concrete that you buy at your builder stores and stuff like that. And it is tough to get around those. And what's nice about this is that you can do some edging with it as well.
And
so,
some of them, you only have
just
4 of them in front of your door. Why do you need to spend $80, $90 on something that's just going to get 4 stones for you?
And they keep from having to be out there with scissors.
There you go. Well, Brian, thanks so much
you
for
so
bringing
much.
this here. We won't see you again today, but I'm sure you're going to be back with some more stuff because it is